Good day, brothers and sisters. Today we have with us Sister Grace Swiel, who is here to give us a report on the activities of the year 2012 to 2013 period for the Zone 4 Federation. I am Rochelle Graham from the Seaford 7-Day Adventist TV. Welcome, Sister Swiel. First question to you. How do you manage all the responsibilities you have, especially as a medical missionary?
As a medical missionary, Rochelle, working for the Lord, everything just flow and come in place. So that's how I get to manage, by the strength of God.
I can imagine that you must have felt honored and responded readily when you were asked to lead the Federation. Would you mind telling us about that?
Not at all, Rochelle. I was not enthused at all. First to say, I was asking God why this responsibility was laid on me. And so I started to pray about this whole situation. I was doing my devotion one morning and he said to me, read St. John 15. At verse 16, I was stuck because I saw where the Lord was calling. He said, I have chosen you. You have not chosen me. And so from there on, I started to say, yes, Lord, I am ready to do whatever you want me to do.
Sister Swiel, would you mind sharing with us some of the activities that took place during the 2012 to 2013 period?
Sure, Rochelle. Let me say, the theme for the Youth Congressary is Empowered for Mission. Likewise, Zone 4 had our theme also, Empowered for Mission, Ready to Go. And ready to go we were, in the sense that we went into the communities of White Horses. White Horses definitely started out on, we recognize Global Day of Prayer, Youth Global Day of Prayer. And we did prayer walks. We have a worship service inside the homes of people. And we gave out food packages to several persons on the roadside in their homes. And we clean up the homes of persons who their homes were not so much tidy, were sick, of course. And we tried to minister to their every need. We also had Pope Marant District doing their Federation Day on October 26, where they did outreach in their community, reaching to the people there in Pope Marant. We also had Morant Bay District of Churches going into the District of Nuts River, and they were giving out tracts and priorities and so forth. And all of these were headed by our district presidents, Latoya Headman for Morant Bay, and Carrie Ann Griffiths for Pope Marant District of Churches. We also had Woodburn over there. We had a Bible Bowl competition headed by Mario Hamilton and Denisha Weiss. Mario Hamilton did a very good job by ensuring that East Jamaica Conference was here in St. Thomas to have the Bible Bowl playoff. And I think that was a very good thing and a very big start for St. Thomas, the conference recognizing us by having finals here in St. Thomas. We had also all the districts of churches doing their Pathfinder Day also. We had Seaforth now. They had a lot of work doing, Rochelle. They had their summer, let me backtrack here. We had our day of fasting and prayer, which we wanted to be empowered by the Spirit of God. And so we went in fasting and prayer on that wise. The Seafort now had their annual youth summer seminar where they educated the church, the youth of the church, and the community at large. They had also a ride-a-thon, which is very exciting. I am sorry I was not a part of that. And they rode from Seaforth right onto License Beach, where at License Beach they had a health presentation, and they were presenting on health of helping the youth how to live a better life in lifestyle changes. Other topics that they were dealing with is sexual urges and family life, and that was done in 2 different presentations of 2 different meetings, I must say, street meetings. One with the CDA, that's the Child Development Agency of St. Thomas, and one with the Disaster Preparedness Emergency Management. And overall, this was a very, very good activity, I must say, Rochelle. And I just want to really commend all of these districts of their good work.
The Federation also had 2 major sporting activities which took place during the 2012 to 2013 period. Would you mind sharing that with us?
Sure, Rochelle. We had our football competition. We had 1 month of competition, churches participating or competing against each other. And Seaford came out to be the winner, which here is the trophy that they took home, and this is evidence of Seaford being the champion for the competition of the football. And let me now go over to our sports day. We had our sports day, and we have a lot of activities in that sports day, and Morant Bay was the overall champion. We had our champion boy and our champion girl, Andrew Forsyth from the Seaford Seventh-day Adventist and Rashina Powell from the Morant Bay Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Sister Swiel, after all this, an extra special event took place in November, which was our Youth Federation Day. Could you please tell us about that?
I am so delighted to speak about this day. Let me say, I will repeat our theme again: empowered for mission, ready to go. Zone 4 was really ready to go. We were ready for this Federation Day. We had so many activities lined up for leading up to Federation Day. And so we had a grand day. We work, all the executive work assiduously to make this event a reality. And let me just name most of our executive members. We had Naveen McLean, our sports coordinator, Latoya Edman, who also participated to do our outreach for Spring Garden, Shereen Benjamin, our choir director, Carlton Williams, our Pathfinder director, is the head for the Jump Corp, of course. Ruben Smith, our tent manager. Kerry Ann Johnson Griffiths for Portmorant District of Churches, president for Portmorant District of Churches. Garfield Lowe, the assistant to Carlton. Gavin Price, AY coordinator. Mika Forsyth, also an assistant president. Andrew Forsyth, our communication director. Denisha Wees, our charming secretary. Mario Hamilton, Bible Bowl director. Vanessa Martin, another one of our executive, and Yolanda Henry. All of us work assiduously to make Federation Day what it was. So we had our youth director from the union, Pastor Michael Henry. We had Anson Drisdale, Pastor Anson Drisdale, coming over with us, and 4 other district pastors. Overall, we had 6 ministers sitting at our podium. We had the communication department from the conference, Elder Vaz and Elder Castell. They came over in their number. And to top it all off, we had a baptism. We had one Pathfinder giving his young little heart to Jesus. Let me just say also that I would like to say a big thank you to Andrew Forsyth and the rest of the communication team who have worked assiduously to live stream this program, which put St. Thomas on the map, which, of course, as a president, I have lobbied for this very hard, that St. Thomas can be recognized. We had 2 outstanding programs for the year, Bible Boom and Federation, that was highlighted by the conference, and we say to God be the glory for that. And for our projection plan, we had only 1 soul for 2013. So our projection plan is to go forth to win much more soul. Heaven Rejoice in winning one soul. But we are not comfortable as a zone, because our duty here on earth is to win soul to Jesus Christ, to meet our soon coming Savior, that we can all go home with Jesus when he comes back.
Thank you, Sister Swiel. Things are definitely looking up for Zone 4 going into the new year, and we know that the youths from Zone 4 will be actively involved in Metro Mission 2014. Until next time, thank you for joining us. Goodbye.